Hello and welcome to the Cold Coffee Club, a podcast brought to you by Houston Moms. We're here to give you a little bit of that mom-to-mom connection, fun, and conversation amidst all the chaos. Join us as we take a break from doing all the things and explore the wide spectrum of this crazy motherhood world. We'll interview fun guests, talk about cool grown-up topics, laugh, share, and grow together. So go ahead, reheat that coffee, and put your feet up. Here we go.
Hello. Welcome back to the Cold Coffee Club. I'm Ashley.
Hi, I'm Jenny. Welcome.
Yes. So we are on another summer episode of the Cold Coffee Club.
Yes, this is a very summer themed episode. It's a heavy summer episode today.
I know y'all have missed us on this 2-week break. But yeah, we have all kinds of fun stuff to share with you. First, we're going to start off with spilling the tea. Jenny, do you have any tea for us today?
Yeah, I took my kids to the library yesterday. We were at the library. We were in the kids section. And when we went, my little boy, who is going into first grade, went and he had 3, he's like real into like these little, they get like their favorite little book characters or book series. And he was like, there was 3 that he was looking for. And bless his heart, we went to like each section and there was none of each of those. Like I think he was like, he wanted Dog Man, Fly Guy, and Elephant and Piggy. And we had none of any of them. Oh. And he was so sad. And so I just went up to the librarian and I was like, hi. And I just said, like, maybe we're looking in the wrong sections, which we weren't because they were labeled with, like, because they kind of divided up by popular character. But I said he had 3 series on his list today and there's none of any of them. You know, do you think maybe there's some in a different area? And she said, I'll be right back. She went into like the back where I guess people have turned in books. Uh-huh. And she came out with 1 of each. Like she had 1 from each series. And he was so excited. And I was like, she just made his whole day. And I was like, I felt like he wanted to hug her. Like he was so thrilled. And I was like, gosh, like it was about to be like a day ruined where I was about to be like, man, this trip to the library is about to be like the worst part of his day. Yeah. And now it the best because he got 1 of each. So he read them all last night. Like they're all done already. But my gosh. And then my daughter, like she was in like the middle grade section, like middle grade readers. Yeah. She's about to be 10. And she was over there by herself and she comes back with all of these books. And she's like, here, Mom, these are the ones I picked out. And I'm looking through and I'm like, what are these? What is this book? And I'm looking and I'm like, Ellie, was this in the kids section? And she's like, yeah, it was over there. She had stumbled into the adult area and there was just like some very grown up looking romance novels. And I was like, I don't think we're going to get this one. And she goes, it looks so good though. And I was like, I know, we're just not. Like I like, read the back of it and it was like, oh, I don't know. Like, but of course, like on the front, like it looks like Gone with the Wind. And they're very like, you know, in each other's arms. And I'm like, we're just not. So we're going to put that back and we're going to go to these shows.
I love it.
Anyway, what's your tea?
Oh my gosh, that's so cute. So my fail of this week is that I missed recording with you our last episode. Oh my gosh. We did an episode about migraine awareness and wouldn't you have it, I had a migraine the day we were supposed to record. And I was just really? Are you serious right now?
I know. I think I texted you. I was like, not on the migraine episode. You're not going to have a migraine.
Oh my gosh. It was ridiculous. I mean,
I felt so sad.
I was so disappointed. You did so well by yourself.
It's the first time I've done that. And it was very strange to not have like somebody like giving me something back. I was like, well, I guess I'm just going to keep talking.
And now moving on to I know, I was so bummed. I was so disappointed.
It was really funny.
But my win this week is that my oldest is obsessed with Fortnite And I don't understand it at all. I don't like video games really. Like I get overwhelmed. If it's not like Mario where things are flat and it's just up and just hopping around. I can't,
Yep.
I don't understand like turning around to aim at things,
No.
but I'm doing it. My oldest really wanted me to play with him. And so I played and I did not do well. And he raised his voice at me and I was like, sir.
Okay. You're like, I'm here. I'm doing it.
I am trying. How dare you? Yeah. So it's like, you know what? I'm not gonna let you talk to me like that. It's like, I'm sorry, Mom. You're doing a good job. It's just you're not. And I'm like, whatever. So he and his little friends were talking about me, and they're like, oh yeah. He was like, that's my mom. She's trying. I'm like, okay.
My mom, she's trying.
But I was doing it, and I'm very proud that I got involved and I got on his level. So A for effort.
It's funny, like I feel like growing up, there was always like certain things that like were just like where my mom would just, not my mom even, but other moms were like, well, I don't know how to play that game, or I don't know how to set that up. There was like levels of things that were all of a sudden your mom was just like, I no longer know how to do that.
Yeah.
And the other day my kids were playing with the VR, like a VR headset, like virtual reality, you know?
Yeah.
And they were like, Mom, like you have to help me do this. I was like, Dad knows how to do that. I don't know how to do that. And I was like, oh, it's me. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how.
It's happening.
I'm the old lady that does not know how to do it. It's like, when did I become this?
It's
how am I this person?
It's not right. It's not right.
No.
So not only do I not know how to do certain things, yeah, but now I don't know like how they do math. I'm like, what?
Yeah. No.
What are you doing?
It's getting hard. It's getting very hard.
I don't like it.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So we are talking all about swim bags today. It is pool bags, beach bags, whatever you take to whatever body of water you're enjoying this summer.
The river, the lake.
Yes, because it is crazy hot. And I know we're all, I would just buy a kiddie pool and just sit in it in front of my house by myself. Just it's ridiculous. So what are you packing? What's one big thing that you are packing in your swim bag that you must have?
Okay, so one thing I always love to carry with me in where like to any body of water, or even just being in summer. Of course, like I'm a big sunscreen freak over here. I'm a pale redhead, so we are just gonna make sure everybody is covered. But my kids like don't love the cream. Like they don't love being lathered with lotion.
Yeah.
But I also don't like to like spray their faces.
Yeah.
And so Neutrogena makes a sunscreen stick. It's kind of like, think of it like deodorant almost, like a stick. And so I will like just put, it's just easy to put on and it goes all over really easily. And I think it dries really quickly. Yeah. And it's just easy to reapply, and it's not sticky or anything like that. And they don't mind it at all. And now like my daughter's even old enough that she can put it on her own face. Yeah. And so I will spray their body, like, you know, everything on their body, but I will use this stick on their face.
Awesome.
And so I really like the Neutrogena sunscreen stick.
Yeah.
It's just easier. And yeah, that way you're not like spraying like something in their eyeballs.
Right. Right. Yeah. So, that's awesome.
Okay. What's one for you?
So along the same vein as sunscreen, so I am obsessed with Copper Tone's Glow Shimmer, and it's also a 30 SPF 30. So it's kind of what I use. It's not for the kids. My kids, you know, we do kind of the sunscreen sticks, and I'm not not really well versed in sunscreen. Yeah. I'm like, whatever, does it work? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But this one I love because it just makes your skin feel and look really awesome and like shimmery and like, oh, I've been out in the sun and
you have that beautiful glow.
Yes. And it's like you seem like fresh and perky even though you're not, and you know, I love it. I love what it looks like on my skin. Yay. So it's been a good go-to lately.
Well, I also love this brand of goggles that my kids wear, and it's called Zabert, Zabert, Zabert goggles. We've worn them for years. You can get a 3-pack of them on Amazon for like $19.99 in different colors. And they're pretty sturdy. Like they don't break that easily. Now my kids are ridiculously rough on goggles for some reason. Like they just can't. Yeah. But like my dog will find them and chew them, or they just things happen. So like I would probably say like each summer we're buying new pairs. But
of course.
It's a 3-pack for $20. It works for us. Yeah. Or we inevitably we leave them somewhere. Like they get lost at a friend's house and things happen. But they really like the brand and they're adjustable, so you know because everyone has different sized heads.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like the Zabert
whatever
goggles.
Yeah. Yes. Awesome. I'm a big fan of having like a wet dry bag in my swim bag. So like something that we can put like swim clothes, anything that happens to get wet in there so it doesn't get the rest of your bag wet. And so when my kids were little, I cloth diapered them. So I had a ton of wet bags for just cloth diapers. And so I just repurposed those. And so I have like Alva Baby wet dry bags that you can find on Amazon. They're relatively cheap. I think you can get 2 for like, I don't know, $10, $12. And so they're just perfect for keeping that wet stuff contained instead of just having like a plastic bag, and they're cute. And then some air gets into it, so it's not like that funky mildewy smell if you have a long drive home or whatever. So those are super useful, especially if you don't want everything else in your bag to get gross. So
everything's going to get nasty.
Yes.
Well, and in that same vein, like I always have, both in my car, I do this, even not in swim season, but in my car, everybody has a change of clothes down to shoes. There's underwear, shorts, t-shirt, and just slides even. Like it doesn't even have to be tennis shoes. They're just like flip-flops. And then there is an extra pair of those, all those things in the swim bag.
Yeah.
And then I even do that for me because you just never know. I'll just keep like a little sundress and a sports bra and some underwear. You just don't even know. Yeah. And then I also, obviously the things we should have probably prefaced this, like our kids, me and Ashley's kids, as we're talking about it, we have like slightly older children. Neither of us have tiny babies anymore. Yeah. So this has all changed over time,
of course,
with like what we're carrying. But one thing that I still carry, even though my youngest is 6, I still carry with me some wipes in my bag. Yes. Because Lord, like you never know, especially with the beach and the sand and the things, and you just never know when you're going to need to wipe something down, whether it's them or a table or a chair or a bottle of something. You just always have wipes with you.
Yes.
Whether it's a Clorox wipe or just a wet wipe, you just need to have something.
Absolutely. Yes, that was on top of my list. Baby wipes. I always have a hairbrush because you should just always have one. And then I have been a huge fan of the waterproof phone cases that you put your phone inside and zip it up. Oh, they are amazing. So they're great for when you're going to Typhoon, Texas. So that you can take pictures while you're still in the water, which is fun. And then just having it so that you don't have to be concerned about like, the 4-year-old took my phone and accidentally dropped it at the edge of the beach. Like he didn't mean to, but he was holding it, that kind of thing. Yeah. We don't even have to worry because it is covered and mine floats. So if he drops it in the water, at least it's not at the bottom of the ocean or anything.
Thank you.
So we're good with that. And then I'm a huge fan of Dollar Tree's like water toys. They just have all kinds of, really it's kind of junky, but it's like entertaining. Like they'll have ocean animal figurines or something. So we'll be at the beach and they'll be playing with the sand and playing with their little figurines. And it's just like, okay, simple. And I spent $1. So you can play with these buckets, shovels, all that kind of stuff. Filling up your swim bag with a few of those just to have them as boredom busters if someone doesn't feel like playing with everyone else and just wants to hang out and do their own thing. Those have come in handy for sure.
Yeah, and on that same note, I bought at the beginning of the summer some towels, some beach towels from Five Below, which granted, like they're not like the best quality, obviously. I mean, they're from Five Below, but what I like about them is that they are a little more on the thin side. So they pack well in a bag. They're not like super bulky. And so obviously like they're not going to be the most plush or the most, you know, luxurious, but I like them for portability. You know, that's nice. Another thing I carry with me is the frozen Uncrustables, those peanut butter and jelly sandwiches that you keep in the freezer, because I can just pull them out and throw them in there, and then by the time it's lunchtime they've thawed out, and you know, it's just easy, and it's just not, I am a low effort mom is kind of mom I am. So we like the low effort snacks. And then my last thing I'll share is I have one right here. I have been drinking these energy drinks. It is a Celsius energy drink.
Okay.
It says it is essential energy, accelerates metabolism, and burns body fat. I don't know if any of that is true. I don't know. You know, it's basically like working out. It's like I'm working out when I drink this is what is happening. I'm exercising.
You went to the gym today.
Right now. But it's, you know, 0 sugar, all the things. But it has a lot of caffeine, so I like that. And you know, here I am exercising as I drink this. There's lots of flavors. And so I will sometimes like drink this by the pool if I don't want to just drink water. But it's also, you know, too early for a margarita.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because I love the little Mios, the little like juice, the like squirty stuff. I love those, and just toss them in my bag. And we already have water bottles and stuff in the car all the time. So then, I get tired of just drinking water. I don't like water. I don't like the taste of water.
No.
And so I'm like,
I mean, it has a purpose. It has a need and a purpose, and I get it. But I would rather.
I'd rather not.
Want some flavor.
So yes, Mio, you can just toss it in your bag, and then wherever you have water, just squirt it in there. So well, do you have anything else?
I think that's all I have.
Yeah. Well, I think for the most part, I mean, our swim bags are just the essentials, straight to business. And then we go have a good time.
And we're going to link to like the specific products in our show notes. So if there's anything that we mentioned that you want to, Uncrustables you can find in the freezer section. Grocery store, but some of it, you know, we'll link to those specific things here in the notes.
Of course.
Okay. Well, let's get into our cream and sugar. Let's talk about kind of something that you're loving right now. What's something that you are loving right now?
Yeah, so keeping my boys busy has been a struggle already. The summer just started. I'm like, what do we do? And they're constantly like, what are we doing today? But I didn't realize how much I needed our Houston Moms monthly guide until this summer. Oh my gosh. And I'm the one who makes it, and I forget about certain things. I'm like, oh yeah, that is happening right now. And so I have been pulling up our monthly guide constantly, just like, okay, well, what's going on today? Where can we go? What can we do for free or cheap? What is exciting around here? And I have been whipping it out constantly, just like, that's what we're doing today. So it's been a godsend, and I'm like, way to go, Ashley. Thank you for doing this.
It really is so helpful. Like, just to be like, what can we do? Where can we go?
I forget how great it is.
Well, mine is a show I've been watching, and it's just a new season has come out recently, but it is just like I love this show so much just because it's just like it lowers my anxieties in life. It's a show called Somebody Feed Phil, and it's on Netflix. And it is a show where it's the guy that created the show Everybody Loves Raymond. He's like the creator of the show. He is like the nerdiest, most awkward man. Like he's so like he's just like the most pure and I mean, my husband is actually like, he's so annoying. And I'm like, I know, but he's just like your annoying uncle. I don't know. He's just very, but every episode he's in a different country in the world or city. I can't say country. Like sometimes he'll be in Dublin. Sometimes he's in, and like really unique. It's not always just like Paris. Like sometimes he's in like these really kind of unique cities in Africa or South America. And the whole premise is he shows up and he's like, feed me your food. Like, tell me about your food and your culture and your cuisine. And he's going to try everything.
Ooh,
and
I love it.
He is just like, and you're just learning about their culture, but he is again like so funny and nerdy. And he is, I don't know how to explain it, but he's just it's just the culture. You're like seeing, they're showing all these shots of the country and you're like, I didn't know that about this place, or what about, and like a lot of times he'll meet up with a like a local, like either a local chef or like a local guide who's going to kind of like be his like, okay, now we're going to go to this restaurant and this country is famous for this and here's why and all. And so you're kind of like learning about it. But I just like lay there and watch this man eat amazing food. And sometimes like they'll serve him something that you can tell he's like, I don't know. And like he'll eat it and like sometimes he loves it and sometimes he's like, okay, wow. Like, and he's just, you can. No.
Thank you for that.
Exactly. He's like, I don't know that I would eat it again.
Right.
But I did it.
That's
but
awesome.
It's just really, it's really calming for me.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's a new season out and I think he went to Oaxaca, Mexico, and Buenos Aires, Argentina, and Dublin. And it's just really,
oh
really
my
cool.
gosh, I love it. See, that's what I want to do with my life. That's my inspiration now. I'm like, can someone pay me to like go eat in different countries, please?
Oh, I mean, I just lay there and I'm like, I'm watching the show and I'm like, we don't travel enough. I get all mad.
We start packing right then and there. Be like, we're going. I love it.
So it's called Somebody Feed Phil on Netflix.
I love it. I'm definitely gonna check that out. That sounds like a blast.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so let's do our house
blends. Yes. So keeping in theme with summertime and talking about what's in our swim bags, my recommendation for our Houston moms post that I am just loving right now is your ultimate guide to summer skin protection and sunscreen. And this was written by one of our contributors, Danny Boss, and it is everything you needed to know. Like I needed all this explained to me and like, well, what am I looking for? Because I literally, it's just like, what's cheap? I don't really know anything about sunscreen. And honestly, I will not lie. I felt like if you had like a darker complexion, you did not need to worry about sunscreen for the longest. And, I have a friend who's a dermatologist and she's like, oh girl, you are so wrong.
She's like, no.
I was like, I had no idea. She's like, please put your sunscreen on.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, no, thank you.
Yes. So this post is super useful when trying to figure out what sunscreen to put in your swim bag and how to protect your skin.
Yeah, she really breaks it down like by brand and like she kind of explains the differences between like what are we looking for and what she's really great.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then mine is my house blend that I loved this week was Christina wrote a really great post about Miller Outdoor Theater. And that is, if you are not from Houston, that is just kind of a Houston like gem that we have here, which is our Miller Outdoor Theater, where they put on performances all summer. But she kind of wrote a guide almost to Miller Outdoor Theater about where to park, where to sit, what to bring, what should your kids do, and what, she just did a really good job. Most of us, like if you grew up around here, you would go roll down the hill at Miller Outdoor Theater. Yes. That's what we did growing up. You would just kind of like roll your body down the hill because that's like the one hill we have in Houston. It's so exciting. But no, she did a great job on that. So whether you're a native Houstonian or if you're new here, go check out that post because it was really, really well done and gives you all the tips you need to know if you're going to go check out a performance there.
Yeah. So
And there's the schedule is linked there as well, like the performances that are coming up soon.
Yeah. So the Miller Outdoor Theater, that's the one like right by the zoo and the museum and all that. Okay. So yeah, you could just plan a whole day around that area. There's so much going on over there. I didn't know what it was. I'm not from Houston. I didn't know what that was when I first saw it. And I just knew the kids wanted to roll down the hill. So I was like, okay, well, that's fun. But yeah, there's so much more to offer than just a hill.
Yes. And they'll do sometimes there's like bands, like a band will perform there, or they'll do like orchestras, or they'll do like live like theater perform like a play or a musical. Dance, like ballet, and there's really beautiful. It's really fun to go watch.
Awesome. Fantastic. Yeah. Well, we wrap up every episode with a see you later caffeinator, and Jenny has one for us.
So yeah, this week's See You Later Caffeinator is about the fact that more babies are born in the summer than any other time of year. This is according to data from the CDC. August is the most popular birthday month, with 12.7% of the year's birthdays happen in August. I am actually an August birthday. And then coming up behind it is September. Is in second place, and then in third place is a tie with June and July.
Gotcha.
So June, July, August and September is where most birthdays happen. So
it's because we're all super bored in the winter.
Yeah.
I have 2 August babies, so there's that. But then you're also pregnant in the summer.
Can I tell you? My daughter was born in July, and I remember I want to say late May when I was pregnant with her, thinking I want to go ahead and go to the hospital, not to have her. I don't want her to come right now. Just want to check in and just be I don't want to go outside anymore. Yep. I just want to lay in this bed and eat here and watch TV.
Yep.
And just kind of treat this like a hotel. And then when she's ready, let's go.
Then we're good. Yeah.
But I don't want to go outside anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. It's ridiculous. My first pregnancy was here, and I was like, what do you people do here? And my oldest was born in October, and I was like the whole summer. And I was like, how are people pregnant here?
No. And then I was so misled because my second child was born in November, and I thought I'm going to wear cute fall maternity outfits. I'm going to look adorable. No.
It's still hot.
No, because your most pregnant months are August, September, October.
Yep.
And we're not cold.
And it's still hot. I remember one year we went swimming on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
Fit my big ankles into some cute boots. No, that was not happening.
No,
that wasn't working. Anyway, sorry, we have gone too far, but thank you for joining us on the Cold Coffee Club.
It's always
a joy. And we will see you in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Bye.
Bye.
You've been listening to the Cold Coffee Club, brought to you by Houston Moms. We wish you a fabulous week with your families and look forward to sharing many more cups of cold coffee with you.